Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of KingsGuard. As you may notice by taking a look at the layout today, unfortunately, we are down a derby, but we're going to soldier on with our story. First and foremost, I am your GM, Noir. I go by he, him. You can find me on Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok as the Noir Enigma because I remembered my password. And we're going to get to the most important part of the game, which is the players. So we're going to have the players introduce themselves, starting with the one, the only, Harper.
Hello, everyone. My name is Harper. You might see me on the internet as Harpersona or Harpersona Games. My pronouns are she, her, and tonight I will be playing Shosha Sisteruris, whose pronouns are also she, her.
All right. And next up, we have the lovely D. Tell us about yourself.
Good afternoon. My name is D. Tonight I will be playing the role of Ade Zuko. His pronouns are he, him, and I don't really care what you address me as.
And finally, the most beautiful person on the panel because I'm a biased judge.
Yeah.
Lovely
Correct.
Hi, everybody. I'm Anita.
Mm-hmm.
My pronouns are she, they.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's me. I don't know what to do with myself. Compliments.
Don't worry, baby. I'll save you.
Please take over the show.
All right. So we're gonna start the show a little differently, and it's with me telling you a bit of a story, and also, hey AJ, it's very awesome to see you typing from Kelsey's username. That's really awesome. So. Yenna and Arabelle have been moved from their basic barracks to a more secure facility. And as you're being moved, like as soon as the door opens and you see outside into the market district, a bag is put over your head and you are being transferred. First manhandled down the alleyways and then tossed into a cart. After a few minutes of the cart ride, you feel yourself dragged out, your feet rubbing against gravel, then you feel it on what appears to be smooth marble. You're pushed into a dark, cold cell, and the bag is removed from your face, and you see that you are now in another dungeon with a very familiar face looking at you. That of the Air Ganassi Claude, and two heavily armed guards at his side. Now, I know about that one in particular, so if we could just silence the cell and you see Arabella get up to say something in protest, and then ultimately a green rune alights, and she is silenced. So, it's unfortunate to see you both here like this. Being caught with a counterfeit leave pass, which I must say, wherever you acquired these fakes, whoever did it did a substantial job. But unfortunately, that would cost you some time in our prison system here. But what has us all curious. What is going to extend your stay is how did you dim the arches? Now, this this is going to be quite the investigation. Those those arches are powerful magical artifacts, and to break one down would cost a king's ransom. So I decided to get a king's ransom. You see, and you hear the footsteps. And uh you see a woman who looks very similar to your team member. Look at Clyde and go, "Are you done monologuing? I don't like to be calculating." Goes, "You are truly one of the worst that I've ever done business with, but your coin is good. And your friends are scary, so I suppose we have a deal." And you see the trade of Electrum, a couple pouches full of it, and some chests are being traded, but that's off camera. And Clyde begins to open the door, and Mirabelle goes, "No." With these, and you see pitch black manacles. Clyde goes, "Whatever you want." And a couple of guards come in, hold Arabelle down, who's doing her best to dodge and avoid them, but ultimately the shackles go on, and you see black veins go up her arm and start to creep across her face, and then she's down. Well, I suppose that concludes our business here. Of course, this never happened, and I was never in their fate. I understand. What about this one? Well, we do need to figure out what happened with the arches, and if it were just a flaw within our system, we are going to need a scapegoat. You make sure that the people of Stoneheart don't get too upset with the loss of one of their own, and I'll make sure that Nerve doesn't take this slight too personally. They nod in agreement and then walk away, leaving you in this cold, dark dungeon. What do you do, Anna?
Before Mirabelle leaves, Yenna will just catch her eye and say, I wish I could be more upset with this, but really you're all too predictable. And we'll just lean back against the cell.
I am going to need you to make me a charisma save.
Absolutely.
Let me know if you break 15.
That's a 25.
Okay. You look into Arabella's eyes, and there is seething hatred and fury, and you see her aura burning bright, and it's almost drawing you in, but you can resist it, or you can choose to go forward into it,
In Arabella?
into whatever this light is, whatever this thing that is drawing you in.
I'll let myself get drawn in. I'm curious.
Okay. And we'll come back to you. All right. So, let's see. Oh, there we go. I'm on wrong Roll20. So, tell me a little bit about what Zuko is doing right now. What
Well,
is a day up to?
he was in the midst of running toward where he was pointed for the direction of Shosha.
Okay.
So
All
that
right. So you continue to run, and you find yourself kinda in. Excuse me. There. Here we go. You find yourself having run well out of the market district into like it's almost like a forest preserve. It's just natural woodlands outside of the market district.
do I see? Well, what can I see relative to the map? Am I able to spot all of this?
Yep, you're able to see everything.
Okay. I will head toward the person I see then, I suppose,
Mm-hmm.
and see if. Excuse me. I'm looking for someone's homestead.
And you just see a woman in with a wearing a white hemlock with chainmail over it, brown pants, holding with a mace strapped on her side and a sword to her back. Sorry, are you talking to me?
Yes.
Well, you can't
Have
be
you s-
talking to me.
And why is that?
Are you fooling, mate?
I don't have time for this. I want to try. I want to just look for the. Is there like a house somewhere in the distance?
It looks to be more forest.
Shit. What was? Remind me what the contact's name is again. Apologies.
Let me pull it up. It's Lady I almost said
Gwyneth Daltrey, I think.
Daltrey, there it is.
Okay. Do you know where adultery residence is?
Yeah?
Could you point me in the direction of it?
Right that way. Won't do you any good though.
Progress.
It's armed to the teeth.
They have no reason to attack me. I just plan on knocking. And
You don't look like the type.
looks can be deceiving.
Okay.
Insight check this person.
Go for it.
Aday's gonna like start walking away and then sort of like stop. Pause for a second. And roll a 3.
So you pause and look back. You see a gentleman sitting there sharpening a greatsword.
Which is not what I saw before.
Nope.
So Aday will. I'm sorry, I don't believe I caught your name.
Never asked, friend.
Interesting. Perhaps I have been a bit in a hurry.
Aren't you
Forgive
running
me.
off to go talk to the Doltries?
I am, but you're not exactly a person I want to pass up talking to.
Well, that's sweet of you.
Just a name will do. My name is Aday Zuko.
Reinhardt.
Uh-huh. Do I recognize any of like the insignias, if there are any, on the armor?
Roll me a history check.
Dope. Day is somewhat smart. 16?
There is a very familiar snake motif on his armor.
Reinhardt, do you mind? And I'll sort of gesture to a stump next to his.
Feel free, friend.
Whereabouts are you from? Are you from around these parts?
That's a very good question. Where exactly am I?
You're a few hundred yards outside of Neve.
Never been to Nervay before.
Uh-huh.
Nice. Fresh air.
Have you been to Stoneheart before?
Can't say that I have.
There goes that theory. Last name, Reinhardt? Do you have one?
Reinhardt is my last name.
I see. Did you serve?
Not in any official capacity. No, but I did do my fair share of guiding people.
I'm gonna look down at my ring.
Mm-hmm.
That's the snake insignias match, correct?
Yep.
Do you do work with House Assurus?
Don't know who you're talking about. And you see, it's the lady. Chainwheel. Would you bugger off? You're asking me all these questions.
I
mean, are you or are you not going to go get Shosha?
Aday will just go towards the house. Aday doesn't say anything else.
Okay.
As I approach the door, I'll just knock thrice.
And we'll come back to you. Shosha,
God damn you.
who have you been watching?
I have been watching your day.
Okay. It's the strangest thing. A day is very. He's got his headache. He's going somewhere. He goes to the forest and he just stops. Goes this goes to leave, heading in a direction, very certain of where he's going. Then he stops. Then he sits on a stump. Then he goes off again.
Can I see a day talking at all?
Nope.
Can I tell how close a day is to me?
Roll me just a wisdom check.
Great. $15.
With the 15, you're able to ping where a day is and where Yida is. You can't feel Arabella.
Okay, that's very concerning. I want to try and reach out for her.
Roll me a wisdom save. Oh, wisdom check.
5. I want to go find Solace.
So you stop looking through the door, the golden door that arose, and you return to the hall, and everybody in the hall is standing and looking at you, including Solace.
Did I miss something?
You left. You left.
What do you mean I left? I'm stuck here, remember? I'm trying to get out, but I think I would know if I'd gotten out.
No, you were gone. No one's ever.
What do you mean I was gone?
You were gone. You weren't here.
I
You
was
left the hall.
I was just over there watching my friends.
You were watching for a moment and then you left. Why did you come back?
What? I will think back. I assumed entering a day's body.
Mm-hmm. Is that where are you thinking about?
Yeah,
Inter-
thinking about how I assumed that I was just projecting my consciousness. Did I actually leave the ring?
It's at this point, a day I need you to make me a charisma save.
Oh, fun. That's what I wanted. Absolutely. Hiya. It's going to be a big 12 there, boss.
That's not gonna do it. You were thinking about, did I leave and enter a day's body? And as soon as you think that, you're knocking on the door.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And to your left, you see a very angry woman glaring at you.
I'm sorry. I don't really know what I'm doing here. Is a day here?
So a day. Let's talk.
Oh, boy. You know, chat, when your DM tells you, let's talk, and then changes the map, You just kind of tighten your seatbelt.
You are in a small, comfortable, familiar bedroom. Just a bed, some books, two windows, and a chair.
I will stand up. How did I get here? How did I get here? What? That doesn't even make any sense. I will look for the spirit in my ring.
Gee, it's not there. But you look out the window and you see your body knocking at a door, and you see the spirit that you're looking for angrily glaring at you.
What is this? Sakari! Sakari! And I'll start slamming on the window to try and get her attention.
Okay. So, Yenna, you get drawn in. And you find yourself shunted out of wherever you were being drawn into and pushed somewhere else. And you are in a very cold and familiar room. Stone everywhere. The sigil of your house graved into the floor.
Not this place again. I can't seem to leave here. I try to look out the tiny window.
You see a bedroom and a very confused looking Ade looking out the window.
And I'll try to call to a day.
Roll me a wisdom check.
Wisdom check?
Mm-hmm.
I am not very wisdomous. But I rolled a 20. Dirty 20.
Ade, you are staring at yourself at the door, being very confused, and you hear, and you look back at the door, and there's nothing, and you look back out of the window, and there is Yenna staring right across from you.
Night.
It's as if the window to your room is meshed on the window to their room.
What is happening?
I don't know. There was a light in Arabella when she was being taken away. And I went into it and I woke up here and I hate it here. I need to leave.
Well, I don't understand. Alright. I am not exactly the most well versed in magics. And one of the foremost experts that I know is dead, and the other is apparently been taken away.
Mirabelle.
Of course it was.
I yelled at her and told her she was utterly predictable.
How do you two feel about each other right now? Yenna, how do you feel about Ade? Ade, how do you feel about Yenna?
I think currently Ade is thankful that there's someone to watch his back, much in a way that probably the same way that he thinks of when he's with the members of his old strike team. Just like, oh, I've got this one with me. He feels a lot more protected outside of obviously being on edge.
All right, and so the walls begin to shift, and you are in the bedroom that you were looking at a day in.
What did you do?
He didn't do anything.
Thank God.
I will say, though, that now there is a draw that is pulling at you a day, and I'm going to need you to make me a charisma save.
Oh, shit in my fucking cereal. Alright, kids.
DC 15.
I rolled a 12, so 13.
GG.
It's strange. The floor is hard and cold, and you hear the mumbling of guards off in the distance. And you stand up a little lighter than usual, and you are in a prison cell.
Oh, you have to be fucking kidding me.
And you look down, and you are, in fact, Yenna.
Great. Okay. Okay. I look around. Do I see any other guards?
You are not mine.
That is correct.
Who are you?
I feel like currently that's a difficult question. I am a day of Clan Zuko.
It is not safe for you in this body.
I mean, to be completely fair, I don't think Yenna is safe in general at the moment.
You feel an intense energy in the pit of your stomach, and it's expanding, and you are having the hardest time keeping it down.
I can't see or interact with the Yenna, can I?
Go ahead and make me a wisdom check.
Oh boy. Just flat wisdom is boop. 10.
So the window changes, and you see yourself starting to get up from the prison cell, and you know that is not you in your body, but you recognize something. You see the light beginning to pour from your eyes. You see the 2 searing marks on your back.
Oh no.
What do you do?
Can I try and say, Ade, I need you to take a breath. It feels very strange right now for you, but I need you to just focus on something. that is not that feeling. Just a corner of the room. Place your eyes there and just focus on that sound. Focus on the touch of the stone underneath your feet or in your hands. Focus on everything else. Just do not focus on what's building up inside you right now.
I will attempt to take this advice.
Okay. Roll me a Constitution check at advantage. DC, we'll say 12.
Okay. Wow. I rolled a 6 and a fucking 5!
So you're trying to listen, but it is overwhelming. And you hear a guard go, "What's going on in there?" And then it happens. There's an explosion inside, and you let out a bellowing yell as light floods your eyes, and 2 magnificent wings sprout from your back. And you hear this hum as you have become one with divinity for just a moment.
Well, this is new.
And a little bit disconcerting.
Oh, you think it's oh god, the accents are so close to my head. No one told me to do this. This is entirely my choice.
I know. I know.
Okay, it's okay.
Oh, and you think that it's not disconcerting for me?
No, I know that it's disconcerting for you. I wasn't talking about me, I was talking about you. I told you to take a breath. Why didn't you breathe?
I took a breath. That's why I'm still conscious at the moment. Yenna, thank you for your endless well of information.
I don't know
Where
how
the
these
fuck
things
are
work
you?
either. You think I know how these things work?
Where the fuck are you? These aren't the cells that we were locked up in.
We got moved. Because Claude was looking for a scapegoat after the arches went down. He sold off Arabella to Mirabelle, predictably. And I am now solely taking the fall for this. Which means I will probably be executed on the morrow.
But this is fucked.
And with that, we cut back to the and this massively armored gentleman opens the door. Right then.
Well, I assume that I'm in a day's body right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right then.
You don't have to do the
How
day
can we be
voice.
helping you?
I'm not gonna do it a day voice because I am, yeah, no. Hello, I'm looking for Lady Gwyneth.
You don't seem to tight.
Specifically, I'm looking for, actually, Shosha Sisturis.
Never heard of her.
I believe that she's inside right now with Lady
Never
Gwyneth.
heard of her.
I'm gonna need you to let me in, please.
Well, since you said please, he closes the door.
I want to look at the woman who's looking at me very angrily.
Mm-hmm.
What would you do in this situation? I assure you, I did not intend to be here. I intend to let a day be in control as soon as I figure out how to let go of the reins. But while I'm here, my body isn't there, and he was definitely trying to get to it. So any help would be lovely, please.
She walks up to you and puts 2 fingers on your head. I want to need everybody to make me a Constitution check. No, Constitution
That's her
save.
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 21.
Natural
15.
20.
There it is. Get your good luck card.
Yeah, let me give you your good luck card.
No, I like to think it's because that shit there, like that was done to a day a lot when this person was alive.
Well, you all go blank wherever you are. You don't know why, but the sound of heart beating. Excuse me. And a day, your eyes wake up. Your eyes open. And to your left, you see Shosha looking down at you. And to your right, you see Yenna looking over you. And you look at your hands, and your nails are black and your skin is pale. And you get up, and you can see that you were wrapped up as if you were dead. And you're taking off the blanket.
Okay, I suppose this is a step in the right direction.
Wait, you said that
A.
we can see that?
Yes. And there's something even stranger occurring. There seems to be a light emerging from the back of Shosha's body that just got up. And you can see blazing golden wings.
Can I tell who's in my body? Can I tell it's a day?
Well, you see Yenna standing right there, and then you see you there. So
So that's either Arabella or a day.
mm-hmm.
This is probably.
But you know those are Yenna's wings.
Oh no, I said that out loud.
Yeah.
To Yenna.
This is probably problematic. This is very confusing.
Okay. Just who's in my body right now? Just is that you a day or is that Arabella in there?
Can I hear that voice?
Yeah.
Well, it is a day. I don't really know how or why, but
Why do you
oh
have
my
my
god,
wings?
you're so short.
Okay, yes, that's definitely a day in there. Okay. So
She is very tiny. It's true.
focusing on the bigger problem here. Okay. Well, I don't think that I'm dead anymore if a day is in my body. Technically, I don't really know what's going on. Did I die? I was told I was dead.
Well, I mean, a day's response to that is to check for a heartbeat, and that's probably when he realizes that he's not breathing. So
Yeah.
Well, does Shosha's heart beat?
No. Well, no, actually, it does, but it's so slow that it would take at least a 20 medicine check to notice that it's going.
Cool, snake. Nice. And also undying. Wee.
I mean, I'm not breathing.
Yeah, that's very
So-
normal.
That's
No,
normal for you?
incorrect.
That's-
That is the opposite of normal, actually.
I would be more concerned if you felt like you had to breathe right now.
Okay, but how do we undo this?
I don't know. Last thing I remember, I was in a day's body. Sorry about that, by the way. That wasn't on purpose,
I mean, I guess we're even.
I suppose. And an angry spirit woman pushed her fingers into my head, and now we're here.
Yes, strange things are certainly going on. So,
Um,
So I hesitate to walk out of the morgue as a living person again, but I don't know any other path forward considering I am far from talented with how to cast your magics.
I want to try to, if possible, will myself into my own body. I don't know how I would go about doing that.
Um, so a day make a charisma check.
Oh boy. Uh, I can't read. I found it. 9.
Oh yeah, you just kind of press and you feel little to no resistance as you just kind of into your body. There is an unfamiliar bit of energy that is just kind of whirling around, and you feel it very strongly in your back.
that would be the wings.
Last I checked, I am not the one of us who had wings.
Well, until recently, I wasn't the one of us that had wings either.
Well, I very much hope that they don't pop out right now because I wouldn't want to ruin the only clothing.
Oh,
that
they're
I have.
already. But don't worry, they don't actually wreck your clothes. It's
Okay,
not like
that's good.
physical.
Okay, well, time to work a little bit of magic, I suppose. In convincing people that I'm not a zombie. Let's try it. And
also,
I would like to attempt.
if either of you could happen to try and track down Arabella, Mirabelle took her.
Oh, you're kidding me.
I wish I was.
Right. We
I
have
suppose
to
that's predictable.
deal with that
Utterly.
as well.
All right, well. Allow me to get a little bit more resources in that case, if we're going to be going up against Mirabelle.
Also,
Right.
I'm
Also-
probably going to die. Fair warning, I'm in a jail cell right now. Claude has me.
Okay, let's try and fix that, shall we?
We're working on that bit. So, does anyone have any idea with your various histories with magics what exactly in the fuck is going on with the whole body swapping?
Would I have an idea of what's going on, DM?
You are more than welcome to roll either a history check or a arcana check.
I would like to roll a
Let's-
history check, please. Dungeon
Let's make it
Master.
Arcana.
Okay.
Natural 20!
Unknown.
Thank you, Solus.
Let me give you your good luck card.
Thank you.
I also need a good luck card from my con save.
I already gave you one.
Oh, did you?
You have two, in fact.
I think I'm supposed to have one from last session, but
Yeah. All right. So there are oaths that, when you swear them, they are so powerful that they have an effect. They have an effect on the physical and the metaphysical as well. This is an old magic. This is older than true name magic. This is soul magic. As far as you can tell, I mean, you're just putting together some of the symptoms of this. You can tell when you can tell when the other person is hurt. You can tell to what extent that they're hurt. You're pretty sure that if you tried and practiced, you all would be able to speak without speaking. And you have the ability to soul walk. And the pinnacle of this ability is called the soul merge. And the soul merge is something that you're experiencing in the fact that you have the source of Yenna's divine bloodline currently resting in your body right now. You know that there are benefits and dangers associated with soul walking and soul merging. For example, as you start to think about this, you're realizing that if a day and Yenna are with you right now, what's going on with their bodies?
Yeah, that was a concern of mine. Okay. Well, as far as I know, Yenna has said that they're in a prison cell, and today you're standing at the front door of wherever I happen to be. So,
Yes, your friend contact managed to catch us at what I think might have been the worst possible time in all of the conceived possible multiverse, and saw your body, which you had apparently died after talking to someone in a grove. Still not clear on that bit, and we were thrown into a jail cell. I escaped and made my way to come find you. Ran into an odd forest person, fluidity that honestly makes me question things, and yeah, then I knocked on the door and
okay. I think now is the time for some rapid decision making and getting people back into their own bodies because I am now concerned. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go talk to Lady Gwyneth. I am going to get Yenna out of prison. I'm going to get a day into this house, and then we will have a nice chat with all of us, and also probably go, if not kill Mirabelle, then free Arabella. Does that sound good to everyone? Does that sound like a plan?
I'm in. I mean, you had me at the get me out of prison, but I was extra sold on the kill Mirabelle bit, but, you know.
Wonderful.
yes, I think that's going to have to be expedited. That was further down on the list, but might be becoming time to clean up that mess.
All right, then. Come with me if you will, or if you can find a way back into your own bodies, I highly recommend it. And I am going to go and exit the morgue, wherever I happen to be.
Mm-hmm.
Can I try and focus myself back into my own body?
Make a wisdom check.
Okay. Another 9.
You find yourself back into that cold room.
Not the cell. I'm gonna try and focus on Yariel. Are you here again? Or did I leave you with Shosha?
Okay. You call upon Yariel. And you look outside the window. And you see your body start to get up. And then it just looks up into a part of the ceiling where in the room there's nothing but the ceiling. But these eyes are looking directly at you.
Do the eyes have a look of recognition when they look towards me?
There's a look of confusion.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
So you're still there?
It would seem that my bond is tethered to the body. Your divinity is yours to do what you wish. Mine stays guarding this shell.
Well, that's comforting, I suppose, in a creepy way. Do you have any suggestions on me getting back to you?
If you want to return to your body, you have to want to return to your body.
I very much would like to return to my body. I hate this room. You know the one.
Then come back. I'll roll another wisdom check.
Ah. Natural 20. Thank you.
What the fuck is going on?
It's everything good about TTRPGs.
We
right
rolled
there.
so many ones last session and the session before.
We rolled like
Everyone has
shit
rolled a
last
natural
session.
20. It's
rolled
the
like
opposite of
shit.
your rolls happening right now.
You know what? Fuck you guys.
The Noir giveth in and the
Me
Noir
too.
taketh away.
And so you are back in your body.
Thank you for taking care of me while I was out.
No, there's nothing. So now we go back to a day. What are you doing, bud?
All right.
You trying to get back to your body? Or are you following Shosha?
I'm gonna try to get back to my body.
Go ahead and roll a wisdom check.
Oh boy. Whiskey. 15?
Yeah, that'll do it. And you get off the floor, you realize that you passed out unconscious in front of the door.
Oh, shit. I'll look at Sakari and go, what the fucking help this was? Point to the ring of mind shielding.
It is the ring of mind shielding, not the ring of soul shielding, you fool.
Yes. I am a great fool for being toyed with by magical powers.
You swore an oath.
I did. Also, you
I
saw.
do not like her in your body.
I wasn't exactly a fan of it, but it wasn't her fault. Right. I'll knock on the door again.
Big muscle bound, armor clad guy. Oi, you again. Fuck off.
Oh, have we already had this conversation?
Oh yeah, we had this conversation, and I told you to fuck off, and you, I scared you to death. You passed out.
Oh, good. Then I can just move straight to hitting you, and I'll swing him twice. Get the fuck out of my way. Move. The day's officially sick of this. The day's over. That is a 28 and a 14.
Sorry, that amused the shit out of me. Okay, give me a second here. Oh god, that's awesome.
I just realized that when I mute myself on the Zoom call, it does not mute my captions. That's fun.
I'm periodically muting myself on Google Meets if I'm not talking so that I don't flood the captions.
Ooh, I wonder what y'all been saying. You know what? We'll just. So sorry, y'all. Give me just a second. We'll just have it. I didn't think we were actually gonna have combat. All right, yeah.
Listen. Oof. Be gone.
Be gone, thought.
Exactly that. Oh, also, I'd like to. Well, we'll get to it. I'm getting ahead of myself.
All right, I'm gonna put you on the map, and then I'm gonna put this it on the map, and then we'll just have it out. All right, so go ahead and roll your attack.
That's a 28 and a 14. Or you mean roll damage? That makes more sense. D. That's going to be 15 points of bludgeoning damage.
The 28 hits. The 14 does not hit.
Yep. So just the 15.
All right. Okay, cool. And that was the surprise round. Now we're going to roll initiative.
Instead of rolling initiative, I'm going to play a good luck card, and my initiative is going to be one above whatever he gets.
Okay, so yeah, you go first.
Yeah.
Fuck these cards. And you get to attack again.
Boop. I would also like to use my bonus action to. I'm sure he's not so wide that I can't see literally a single space in the room behind him.
Oh no, you can see behind him.
Yeah. I want to use a bonus action and make a
echo.
An echo, like as far down the hallway as I can get, so like 30 feet past him.
Oh my god. Yeah.
And then I'll whack him twice.
Okay, go for it.
Let's get a whack and a whack. Wow, I rolled 2 2s back to back. What's up, Roll20? What's up? What did I do to you, young lady? God damn. Okay.
So they just both hit his armor. He goes, "Oi, now it's me fucking time." And then he's going to attack.
Yeah.
Great sword. 20 on the first attack.
Mm-hmm. That's it.
And then a 13 on the second attack.
13 is not.
Yep. That's not it. So 12 slashing damage.
Okay, doke. Ooh. Oop. And then I am going to. Oh shit! I've already used it. Damn! I can't do what I want to do. I've already cast Pass Without a Trace, and it hasn't been another long rest. Shit stacking assholes. Okay. I would like to just take, let's say, walk 15 feet backwards.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just make it 10. Just like off the doorstep. I'm assuming he'll swing at me for the audacity of moving.
And roll another 13.
God bless. And then I'll go. This seems like it would be fun, but I really don't have the time. And I will use my bonus action and swap places with my echo. And then use the rest of my movement to just go down whatever hall.
All right. I will say that you encounter 2 more guards in the hall.
Okay.
So we're going to get rid of this guy because he's all the way 30 feet away. But she would have 2 other guards in her employ. Actually, here, let me roll and see how many she has in the house total. Okay. Cool. So you encounter 3 more now.
Roger that, Ghost Rider.
And you'll get to go first once you encounter them. You're not getting any
gentlemen,
further.
do we really have to do this, gentlemen? You all seem like fine people. This is no place to die. Come now.
You're trespassing. And with that, the camera is going to shift over to the underbelly of this manor as one Shosha is now walking out of their makeshift morgue.
Is there a guard anywhere nearby?
There's this, like, you could tell he got here because of nepotism, this really skinny, lanky, squeaky guard.
Cool. I will walk directly to him and say, take me to Lady Gwyneth right now.
What the fuck?
As you can clearly see, not dead. Take me to Lady Gwyneth right now. Lives hang in the balance. Don't be an idiot.
Supposed to be dead.
I don't care. Take me to Lady Gwyneth.
Go,
Now.
Ghost. Oh, Ghost. He starts running off.
Dear me. Young man, I am not dead. I am clearly alive. I am speaking to you. I am flesh and blood. Now take me to Lady Gwyneth, or I will be forced to make my way there myself.
He has dropped his shield and his sword.
Okay, have I been to this
You know,
place?
I will let you roll a persuasion check at disadvantage.
Cool. 21.
Because he is okay. He's getting ready to shit himself, but he's just like, okay, I'll take you to the lady adultery.
Quickly and now.
Okay. And he starts to take you through, and you can tell you were on one of the bottom levels of this huge manor, but ultimately he ends up taking you to this very opulent, gaudy, and just decked out to the nines bedroom with a bed that's bigger than most people's houses, and she's sitting in the middle of it reading a book, and he knocks on the door. Lady Daltrey, this had better be important, Sven.
I will just Gwen, and I will push past him.
And she takes a sip of her wine. Well, you're alive.
Yes, I am.
Very
And
impressive trick.
before we do anything else, there is a man at the door to your home. I believe that it is in his nature to not be patient and wait outside. Could we let him in and possibly call off guards if there are any? He's well-meaning.
So you want me to let a brute live?
Yes, actually.
Clearly you are not from Nervay. All right. She flicks her wrist and a sigil appears floating above her head. She goes, Knight Captain. You hear, yes, lady. Oh dear, are you in combat? Just my, just my lady. Oh, are you winning? We're defending you, my lady. Oh.
Would you please call them off for the day, or let a day stop attacking them?
Could you ask if the attacker's name is Day? In the middle of a fight, ma'am? You know how I feel about having to say things twice. Oh, okay. Is your name a Day?
Yes, why? And I'll kick him in the chest.
His name's a Day. Oh. What does he look like?
When?
Right. Stop attacking. And you hear the night guard goes, everyone stand down. And they're in a defensive position, but they start to back away from you.
How hard was that?
As soon as we get word from the lady, we will kill you. And like they jump a bit, and you hear like she hears their interaction. She goes, "Ooh, they're gonna kill each other."
I highly doubt that a day will die. Now, you and I have some catching up to do, but also if we could have a day here and possibly my other companions, that would be lovely.
Why does that name seem so familiar?
Oh, Ade Zuko, head of Clan Zuko from Stoneheart.
That's what it is. Like a day, Zuko. You brought a Zuko?
I know. Strange times, strange companions.
Companions?
Yes, there are 4 of us. It is my understanding that you met the other 3 while I was indisposed.
I met a chestnut, I met a Stein, and I met a Zuko.
Those would be the 3.
You know, information from Stoneheart has been hard to come by. But the last thing I heard was that they were sending nobles across the sea in order to find the next heir of Stoneheart.
Hi, Chromatic.
Hey, Raiders.
Welcome in, Raiders.
I don't know why they're whispering. Hi, Raiders. Welcome in.
Well, Gwen, you know that if I had come on a social visit and not business, I would have stopped here first. But unfortunately, business is business.
Yes, business is business, and you know that I love you and I love your family with all my heart. But if I'm going to do business, I need to know who I'm doing business with. And I'm assuming that you've all been to the Sunken Castle already. So who's the new monarch? Come on, give me the dish. Is it you?
Wouldn't I love
don't
to
tell
tell
me
you,
it's
but unfortunately, Gwen, I really must put the safety of my companions first. Once they are taken care of, I would be more than happy to tell you the story.
It's always take and give with me. All right, fine. We'll make sure that a day Zuko is taken care of. We'll kiss his little boo-boos away, and I'll make sure that my knights play nice. And who's the other one? The Stein?
Yes, I believe that Yenna Stein is currently in a prison cell. If she could potentially be brought here, that would be lovely. And it's my understanding that Arabella Chestnut may or may not be still held in captivity.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever you can do, I understand that there may be some limits to your abilities.
Oh, not in stone, not in Nervay, dear. And in Nervay, I may as well have temples erected in my honor. But
oh well, I would love to see that.
No, temples are much too gauche. But getting someone out of prison, real prison, not jail prison, but the real thing, that might be a little bit more difficult. You see, I heard about the Stein, and apparently Clyde himself was the one responsible for their incarceration. And, well, I don't know if you know anything about Clyde, but I already owe the man enough favors to owe him another one.
Oh, Claude, that old dear. Oh, I met him. He is just so precocious. Wouldn't you know? I bet he would love to speak to me. And again, who doesn't?
Well, I would be more than happy to arrange a little dinner tonight. I'll invite Clyde and some of his companions. It'll be just a small gathering, nothing major.
Sounds quite homey.
Well, don't just stand there and you see one of the guards is just like, right, we'll get everything underway. I would like to meet this Zuko.
I'm sure he'll be delighted to meet you.
Guards, if you could bring the Zuko to me, I would love to examine them.
Examine, so clinical, Gwen.
Well, I mean, I've only ever really dealt with them by signing death warrants for so many of their clan. It'll be nice to see one up front.
That is fair.
And after a few minutes, the guards usher you a day into the room, and you see Gwyneth in this massive mattress with just pink and white and golden satin sheets. And
I assume that at this point, Shosha has probably sat on the edge of the bed to talk to her.
yeah.
A day will walk right up to Sosha and swing the dreads out of his face with like the smattering of someone's blood probably still up the neck, and will look down at her and go, "Why were you dead?"
Well, I assure you I didn't intend to be. But first, I believe introductions are in order, although you may have already met. Ade Zuko, allow me to present Lady Gwyneth Daltrey. Gwen, this is Ade.
I'm just waiting for them to say hello.
You'll probably be waiting a while.
I will take the blood that's on my chest and flick it on the floor, and then bow and say, "The pleasure is mine." And look back to Shosha and say, "You know, you are supposed to be the one that I don't have to worry about."
Oh, you were worried about me?
Is there a reason why we're still here?
Yes. Gwen is going to help see about getting Yenna freed from prison, although I have yet to hear anything about Arabella.
Oh, really? And Nervaean committed to undoing the mess they started? No.
Oh, no. I mean, I understand that you're but a simple brute, but to explain the situation to you thoroughly, you all came here from Stoneheart, bless its heart, and caused every sort of ruckus that you could, which, you know, not really your fault, your training, but it's still gathered the notice of the people in Nervae who are used to finer, more simpler, refined manners and ways of acting. I understand culture clash and all that. It's to be expected. I will see if we can handle your friend Yenna, I believe, with grace. Uh, Simply put, I'm sure that I can reason to Clyde that you all simply just didn't know any better.
And Day will look her up and down and smile and go, then look at Shosh and go, "Your mother doesn't like that one. I can tell."
Oh, my mother likes her just fine.
That's what your mother says about people she doesn't like.
That is true. She does say that about you.
Yes. Trust me, it takes one to know one. I am very aware why she is not a fan of that one.
Do you intend to continue to speak to me as though I'm not in the room?
I wasn't speaking to you. That's the part you're missing there.
See, I have to inform you of Nervaean customs. It's okay. These things didn't make it all the way to Stoneheart. I understand. You see, when you are in this place, under these walls that I built, then you're always speaking to me. Every word uttered under these stones, they belong to me, you see.
Well, I believe that in keeping with Nervaean customs, I should be somewhat clean for dinner, so I'll go wipe the gore from your soldiers off of me, and I'll return swiftly.
Safe travels.
I'll find whatever guard I hit most recently and have him show me where I can wash my hands.
I will say to Gwen, there is something about being temporarily dead that puts some things in perspective for you.
You won't be terribly upset with me when I kill him, right?
Oh, I will probably be a little bit upset, although
Nothing gold.
he would say otherwise, but I think that a day is probably more difficult to kill than you assume.
Mm-hmm. Anyone that needs to breathe, feed, drink, sleep, or fuck can be killed.
That is true. He's a slippery one, though. You'll find it hard to keep him in one spot.
Good. I would hate to be bored and have him die on my first attempt on his life.
Well, if I would consider it a personal favor to me if you did not murder him, at least not just yet.
We'll discuss at dinner.
Sounds wonderful.
But
might you show me where I can wash up? I believe that Ade and I might have a couple of things to discuss.
Of course, you can have the guest wing. It's the one to the east. I hate the sunlight.
Thank you, Gwen. It's lovely to see you.
It's amazing to see, truly. And with that, the camera fades in, and we are back at the prison. It's just you and the stones and the metal.
Yenna's posted up in a corner staring at one of the walls. I wonder. I don't think I had any power to get out last time. I don't think I have any power to get out this time. Yenna's just going to sit in the corner and pray.
You pray, and the words bounce against the stone, but other than that, roll me a religion check.
Okay. I got a +1 in religion, so let's try it. Ha! That's a 3.
Yeah, they just bounce against the wall.
Cool. Need to see what this good luck card I got does. Okay, neither one is really anything that is good for me right now. Okay. So yeah, I'm just sitting and praying. I'm maybe occasionally just trying to make conversation with the guards, but they'll probably yell at me to shut up.
Actually, what do you say to one of the guards?
Bit of a boring post, I'd say.
Yeah, can't say there's much action, but there's something to be said for talking to dead people.
Yeah. Don't think I have that much time left.
What'd you do?
Oh, I didn't do much of anything. Carried the body of my friend through the market square. She would have been fine in the morning. She's fine now, I think. But they seem to want to pin someone on the arches. Not me, though. Don't have that
You
kind
did-
of juice.
You dim the archers?
Nope. Wasn't I?
I mean, look, you ain't gotta lie to me down here. It doesn't make me no never mind. I'm not high enough in the ranks to change anybody's mind about it one way or the other.
I didn't.
Rough break.
Yeah, but they needed someone to take the fall, and who better than a foreign national?
Nah. Yeah, I did notice a little bit of an accent on you. Where you from?
Stoneheart.
Ah, Stoneheart. I went once.
Yeah?
It's cold.
Yeah. Where I'm from, it's
I didn't
cold.
I didn't like the cold.
Oh.
Food's not bad though. Not bad.
Which area did you go to?
Uh,
Capital?
oh yeah, I went and visited that ice castle.
You went and visited
It's
the...
nice.
You went and visited the ice castle?
Yeah, I mean, I know you guys call it something fancy. I barely remember that the Eagle Eye is called the Eagle Eye, you know, and I live 15 minutes away from it, you know. So,
What's the name of the ice castle? Jenna would know.
it's the Ice Heart Castle.
The Ice Heart Castle.
Yeah. Good guy though, your king.
We don't have a king.
Wait, what?
No one sits on the throne. In Iceheart Castle. Why would you go to Iceheart Castle?
Yeah, you guys used to have a king. Not too long ago.
How long has it been since Stoneheart had a king?
About 5 years now.
Yeah, about 5 years. It was a while ago then. He was a good man.
Yeah. I heard he didn't end good though. Heard he was a right asshole at the end there. Got taken out by that hero Jimmy the Bull and whatnot.
Yeah. Wasn't always such.
So how you gonna die? Can they tell you yet? You getting the old
I don't know if it's going to be hanging or
Uh-huh.
beheading or magic.
Ah.
Thing is I'm a little bit tough to kill. They might be at it a while.
Yeah, if it's me, I'm picking magic. You know, I've seen a couple people get bolted to death, and they never shit themselves, so that's good.
Good away as any, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean, if you get your head chopped off, it's almost immediate. Just right out the back door.
I heard you don't actually die for a little bit after you
I mean, I hope that, I hope that's not true.
Ugh. I'd wait to go.
So, how come you haven't tried to get out of here?
I'm trying to have faith.
Yeah,
Miracles
awful
tend-
lot of faithful end up dying down here.
Miracles tend to happen
That right?
around me sometimes.
What makes a miracle, huh?
If my companions had any say in it, me talking to you right now would be a miracle.
If I were to take this here key and put it in that there door,
Mm-hmm.
crank that open, and just walk away, that'd be a miracle?
Be a miracle of sorts. Or it would just be someone doing the right thing.
The right thing? Ah, wouldn't be the right thing for my budget. You seem swell enough, though. I'm gonna be sad to see you go.
You seem a decent man. What's your name?
Hannibal.
I'm Yenna.
Nice to meet you, Yenna. Hey, so what would you give to get out of here?
Well, unfortunately, I don't have much of my possessions on me, and I don't seem to know where they are at the moment.
Yeah, but like, just rhetorical. Like, would you give up, I don't know, like a couple of toes, fingers?
To get back on my path, to fulfill the promise I made, there's nothing I wouldn't give.
Nothing.
I made a promise to Gloria.
Well, that's pretty impressive.
She's quite nice.
Is she now?
Hmm.
Doesn't seem nice to leave you rotting here.
You'll find a way out, eventually.
So how come you swore an oath to Gloria?
You know, I don't really know.
Well, I mean, you gotta ask yourself. Were they the right voice or were they just the first voice?
They were a voice.
So what if another voice gave you an offer?
Well, there's been several of those. First the voice in the dreams, then the voice of the world.
And what about me? What's my voice?
You're a man looking to get ahead, I think.
Alright. Well, this has been fun and all, but gotta make the rounds, gotta make sure that these dead men eat, yeah?
Yeah.
I'll get you some extra slop on the next run around.
Thank you, friend.
No problem. Keep track of all those voices. See which one gives you the better offer. And I say take it.
Hmm.
Then he just goes about his business. And go back to Shosha. You are in the East Wing. You've got pretty much a mini mansion to yourself.
I would like to find a guard and say, "Oh, pardon me, sir. Would you mind terribly showing me where my companion a day went?"
They take you out to the stables where they had they get washed up.
Oh, thank you so much.
Well, this has gone well.
I would say it's about as well as we could have hoped given the circumstances. So what precisely happened? I'm a little unclear about what was going on before I just saw you all in prison.
Well, a lot has been going on. I have no idea what happened with you and Yenna. Yenna mentioned some woman in a grove. I'm not sure. I was assisting Arabella with her dagger troubles, and the next we saw the pair of you were in her arms, cold and stiff.
So business as usual for me then. Got it. Well, there was a woman in the grove who made me an offer that I admit I didn't fully understand the full ramifications of at the time, but it was tempting. And I thought that it had no effect, or rather that I failed. But, I mean, I didn't do this to myself. And she will show the black fingernails.
I just assumed that that was something new you were trying. But
Well, Yen and I didn't precisely go get manicures together. Well, you and
Yes.
Arabella were.
I have no idea how the heir to House Astruris intends to spend their free time.
Not on such frivolous pursuits when we have a more important goal in mind.
Speaking of which, I mean, are we being serious with your contact? Really?
What, you don't like her?
Sure. She wants to be a Astruris more than you do.
Well, she is one of my... I don't know what word to use to describe her. She's not a confidant. She's not exactly an acquaintance either. She is a wonderful conversationalist, and I do trust her at least as far as I can throw her.
And how far is that?
Well, that depends. Am I allowed to use magic?
Sure. But only if you can clear the guest wing.
A fair distance. Speaking of the guest wing, it appears that I have the run of the place, so you're more than welcome.
No, please, I'll stay down here. I think she thinks it's insulting. And I'll just like pet a horse who I've just been vibing with since I was brought down to the stables.
I need both of you to make me charisma checks.
Oh boy.
Actually, I need all three of you to make me charisma checks.
Oh dear.
Oh no. Charisma checks or charisma saves?
Checks.
19.
Okay.
I'm going to turn in my other good luck card and add a d6 to that 12.
Okay. Let me know if
So
you beat
18.
15. Okay.
18.
Yeah, did you beat 15?
That is a no. I did not.
While you're all peacefully having this conversation, you feel very similar to the way it felt when one of the KingsGuard were projecting themselves to you. And for a moment you see a figure standing next to you, distorted. Except you see a perfectly blue sphere in their left eye. And you're all able to reject them and kick about. Except you, Yenna. And the form memorializes, and you see a massive 7-foot tall man with long dreads and a chain wrapped around his waist and a spear in his hand and a blue marble eye looking at you. Walks over to you.
Can I help you?
I can smell you. reaches out. Can I touch you? And the hand reaches out for your shoulder. You can go ahead and make me a wisdom check.
Wisdom check, not a wisdom save. Wisdom check. Okay. 16.
Two fingertips touch your shoulder, and you feel them. And you hear him go, I can touch you. And then you just force of will, you kick him out. But you are in eyes that aren't your own. And you look up. Black manacles. And you see the man that just projected himself to you standing in front of you next to Arabelle. And you look down and you see the familiar sword of your companion. And then
Wait, is that my
you're
sword?
back.
Or is that the
That is
That's
Arabelle.
Castanea.
Castanea?
Yeah. And you are back in your body.
Oh, so it's ass whipping time. Okay, cool. Good to know.
And the last thing you hear as you are getting shunted back is he goes, she cannot die yet.
Would I have heard of this person or know this person?
You are more than welcome to roll me a history check.
I would love to do that.
Roll 20, don't be a bitch. Roll 20, you bitch!
You have never seen this man in your life.
Well, that was terrifying.
And you look at where he touched you, and there is dirt and blood. And that's where we'll go on break.
Great, fantastic, love it. 10 out of 10. Everything
I'm gonna
I ever wanted.
we're gonna go on break. We're gonna take about 10 minutes to scream at Noir.
I hate it here.
We love you all very much, but we will be back. Talk to you soon.
everybody, and welcome back. We had a successful and enjoyable break. I hope that you all can say the same. We're going to kick back into the story where we last left off. The team still getting used to some of the new abilities granted to them by the KingsGuard oath that they took. They've learned about soul walking and soul merging, which are abilities inherent to KingsGuard, where they can, for a time, place themselves in the body of a member of their party to assist them in their times of need, along with a few other notable abilities that they get. But they'll figure that all out in time. But what we left off with was an unknown enemy also seemed to have the ability to soul walk among the party and place themselves in the vicinity of Yenna, who was able to push this individual away, only to shut themselves into the eyes of Arabella to see that she is not in the best of ways at the moment. She is handcuffed via manacles, and in the presence of Mirabelle and this new enemy. I should have known Darby would be in the chat for that. Hey, and thank you very much, Kalanamacon, for the raid. So we are going to kick right back into the story. Yenna, you've pushed this entity away. You've seen through the eyes of Arabella, and now you're back alone in your cell.
I would like to focus on the other two members of my party.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a charisma check. In case you guys, I'll just inform you how this works. It's a charisma check to send your essence somewhere, and it is a wisdom check to receive or to relocate.
I would like to focus into their minds.
Mm-hmm.
And think to them.
Let's see, what did you roll?
A dirty 20.
Okay, yeah. It's easy.
And I'd like to say, had a bit of a strange visitor. Arabella's in trouble, but she's unharmed as of now. I don't know for how much longer.
Okay. Well, looks like it's time for some pretty quick talking.
I'm also scheduled to die again. Fair warning. So the sooner you could get me out, the better.
Taking care of that.
I'd prefer not to.
I think you would also
prefer... be a passive aggressive for the rest of the day.
Felt like I was abandoned in my soul or anything. And that's not a character.
We would also clearly advocate for that, so we're going to try and do this without getting into any more fights, but if necessary, we'll obviously come for you.
Of course.
Feeling talkative, Madam Sisteress?
Always.
I'll extend an arm for Shosha.
Shosha will take it.
And walk to the dining room.
Quickly, before we go in, I do want to apologize, Ade. I wasn't entirely aware of what I was doing and accidentally ended up inside of your body, and I would never want to make you do anything that you don't want to do. and I apologize. It won't happen without your permission again.
Apology accepted for now. How did it feel to be able to reach the top shelf for a little while?
And I will cast levitate on myself so that I'm just levitating next to a day at head height. Honestly, a little short for my tastes.
If it's any consolation, I'm glad you're not dead.
I'm glad I'm not dead too.
And with
And,
that, you make it towards the dining room. And
I
you
will
can see-
drop levitation.
You see that there are servants getting everything ready for a fine feast, and you see Gwyneth just uh sitting by a piano and just aimlessly just hitting notes. Oh, hello. It's good to see you. How are you, Shosha? You're a little early for the dinner.
Well, I would never miss the conversation beforehand.
It would be a rather difficult conversation to have with you so tightly entwined to the topic of conversation. She looks at a day.
Just use big words, and I'm sure I won't be able to follow.
And Shosha will take a seat at what I assume are many options around the room.
Yeah. You see, she kind of ushers you forth to sit at the table closest to the piano. Okay, well, I suppose we need to discuss your temperament should one find it necessary to extinguish the essence of one of your companions. Are those words big enough?
Oh, I'm
Well, it
sorry. Was
seems
I
so.
being spoken to this time?
No, I just like playing with you. But you, Shosha, what do you think on the topic? I think that your temperament should stay rather cool, especially once I soothe it with many of the gifts and accoutrements you can find here in Nervay.
I must confess that I would find it rather unfortunate if any of my companions were to cease existing without my having a hand in it.
Well, about that, I do have some rather unfortunate news. You see, I received the sending from Clyde, and he, as much as he would love to join us, he will be unable. He intends to send someone from his cabinet, of course, so we will still have the feast for tonight. But he finds that he'll be rather unable to join us, and as for the request, it is unlikely that your friend will be able to leave the prison.
Well, as the current envoy from the House Sistrurus in Nervay, and one of the four most eminent representatives of Stoneheart in Nervay, I would find it lacking in the typical Nervayan hospitality for him to not answer a request. Wouldn't you?
Yes, of course, of course. There are perhaps ways that bureaucracy could be avoided, a few wheels to grease, that sort of thing.
Well, I'm rather good at that, as you might remember.
There there is a need for your particular talents in Nerve, and Clyde is most interested in seeing if it would be worth your time or your companion's life for you to take up this opportunity.
Well, I suppose that would depend on the opportunity. I never accept an offer sight unseen.
There is a rather annoying upstart that is inspiring some wayward thinking that is less than conducive to the environment that Clyde requires to thrive.
How unfortunate. If only there was someone who could help for a price.
Yes, well, I think it's rather poetical, life for a life.
And if one were perhaps interested in the offer, whom would I speak to?
Well, of course, I'll be handling all your business here in Nerve, so I'll be sure that the word makes it to Clyde. Once we make everything official, we can, I suppose, save your friend.
Well, I hope that I'm under assurances that no harm will come to them, as long as I'm interested.
Harm, like many things in life, needs to exist. Where it's placed is completely up to you.
Well, I would find it terribly unfortunate if any irreparable harm, bodily or mentally, were inflicted upon her. You see, I rather need her whole, unharmed.
And there is a target that we need, very much the opposite. So as long as we get our desired resolution, I'm sure that you'll get yours as well.
Well then. Point me in the direction.
Very well. It's a new upstart. Their name is Abigail. They're a healer of some talent, and they have gone about ailing the ills of the people, and that has driven a certain number of the masses under their sway. And we just need Abigail to go away. Preferably, permanently.
Do I recognize the name Abigail?
Go ahead and roll me a religion check.
She's so good at that.
Could I roll along with this?
Sure.
A 10.
10.
No, you haven't heard of anybody named Abigail.
Well, where might I find this Abigail so she and I could get acquainted?
She tends to stay around the poor districts outside of Morena's crown. Just follow the docks down, and once you see things start to turn to a pile of shit, you'll generally be around where she stays.
Lovely. Well, I think that I would quite like a stroll on the docks. And a day, seeing as there is not going to be no companion for dinner, would you care to join me?
Certainly. We can leave the madam here to tend to her guests. You've been such a lovely host.
You've been memorable.
Isn't you just?
Thank you.
Well, off with you now. Let me know once the job is done, and then I'll be sure to let Clyde know so he can free your little songbird.
Wonderful, thank you.
And with that, she just goes back to idly pressing keys on the keyboard.
So that's how we can get one of them. What do we do about Yenna?
I believe that's how we get Vienna.
Hmm.
I don't know how we get Arabella. If she's in Mirabelle's custody, that makes my job a little bit business, a little bit pleasure in that sense. But I think we worry about stay of execution for Yenna, and then we find Arabella.
Yes. One thing at a time, I suppose.
And if we do end up needing to... Oh, it would be so unfortunate if we had to fight Mirabelle to free Arabella, but if we did, I'd rather have Yenna with us.
Hmm. Yes, I think that Arabella would never forgive us if she didn't get a chance to stab her at least once.
It's true.
So, fingers crossed. Question.
Well,
Have you ever been to the slums of a city before?
of this particular city or any city?
Just a city in general?
No.
You're probably going to want to hold on to me a little tighter then.
Good advice.
Oh, and put your coin pouch in your bra.
You assume I have a coin pouch?
Oh, that's right. I gave you the money, and then you went and died. Give me that box back.
Certainly. Do I still have all my possessions, actually?
Funny you mentioned that. The gold is gone. The map is gone. And if you had any poisons, they're gone. But everything else is there.
She took my fancy poisons? That's so rude. Okay. Well, one thing at a time. We'll have to get that back after the job, I think. I was rather in a hurry to make sure that you didn't kill too many guards.
Well, to be fair, they're very, guards in a way are dedicated. They really stick to their posts.
Yes, well, they probably don't know any better.
That's what I thought too. And I'll just try and follow the directions down to the slums.
Shosha is, like, arm.
I can hear Darby yelling from the chat. All right, so you all are heading towards your the dock and the shadier side of the bay. The camera's gonna cut back to Yenna, and it's been some time, and Hannibal makes his way back. This is his second time seeing you on the rounds, and just takes a peek at your cell. You didn't go and save us the trouble and die on your own, did you?
Unfortunately, no. Like I said, I'm hard to kill.
Yeah, well, taxpayer dollars at work will see to it that that's not something we need to worry about. How you feeling?
Bored.
Well, here's some extra goop as promised. And he just slides the food tray under the gate, and it looks like goop.
Delicious. You wouldn't happen to know specifically where my possessions are. There's just things in there that are of sentimental value.
Yeah, right in that chest over there.
What happens to them after I go?
Well, Barney, written will, the executioner usually gets first dibs, then the guys down here get dibs after that, and then just kind of goes down the ranks.
In there's parchment and an ink and quill. Would I be able to have that so that at least I could write out a will?
Not supposed to let you have nothing.
It was worth a shot.
Yeah, they note that you're one of those magic types, so we can't, no guessing what you guys use to make weird stuff happen. There was one time this guy asked for bat shit. We're like, sure, whatever.
Yeah, that's an
dude.
easy way to
And
get a fireball in your face.
Yeah, he blew up the whole, like, half the goddamn prison. So, I don't know what you could do with an ink and quill. No offense.
I mean, I could write something. I could write a strongly worded letter.
You know, look, I'm not a shit. I'm just doing my job. So, and he goes in the chest, opens it, pulls out parchment and quill, and goes, "I can't let you have this, but I'll write what you say."
Okay. Let's see. Who would get what? Assuming you could find them. There's a ring in my possessions.
Mm-hmm.
Belonged to my mother.
Yeah.
If you could make sure it is returned to her.
Yeah, we got that.
I don't know exactly where she is, but if she's
Hey,
alive.
let me ask you a question.
Mm.
You think one goes to hell with a short step or a large jump? Huh?
Mm. What is it? The road is paved with good intentions.
Yeah, but you think those good intentions start by making you do one little bad thing for a good reason, or one big bad thing for a good reason? Huh?
Might be cumulative, but how do you know that it's a bad thing that you're doing?
So do you think evil people think they're good?
I think it's all relative.
Think that's a
My
good
father
answer?
is a bastard of a human being. But he seems to think that what he's doing is for some sort of grand reason or higher purpose. I couldn't say.
So not to be rude, but what are you exactly? You look human, but I don't know.
A bit personal, but divine touched.
I'm a quarter elf. On my mom's side. Ears like you wouldn't imagine. Slap against the door when they turn too fast.
To be honest, I don't quite know, but I think that I have some sort of divine ancestry.
You think you can go to hell?
Oh, I'm certain I could. I'd have a bad time when I'm there, too.
You see, he's just kind of deep in thought, looking at you, and
Can I make an insight check on this fucking guard?
sure.
I'd like to insight check Hannibal.
Okay.
21?
He is.
I want to get a beat on him.
Okay, what's your question? What are you trying to figure out?
Is he weighing the pros and cons of setting me free? Is that what he's doing right now?
Yeah. That's exactly what he's doing. You can tell he's thinking about it. He's just like, eh. You say anything?
You say, well, like I said, miracles tend to happen around me all the time.
Eh.
And, if perhaps. Why is my. If perhaps. The key might have fallen off your belt at some point or another.
Ah, see, there it is. I was waiting. I was waiting for you to try.
Hmm.
All right.
But I can see that
Well,
the decision is in your hands, ultimately. After all,
you
you're the one
you
that's have to
think,
live with
but
the consequences.
consequences. No, 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 no. It's all part of the game. You understand?
What do I get with that 21 insight? Like just general. Like I know that he's weighing the pros and cons, but like
He everything he says has another meaning to it.
oh, absolutely.
Quite literally everything he's saying to you is doublespeak, but you're trying to latch on what he's trying to say, and that's really up to you. All right, so ring to your mother. What about the sword?
the sword should go to Arabella.
Okay. And the armor?
I just got that and haven't even had the chance to use it. How about the armor goes to Hannibal?
No shit. All right, yeah. I mean, not. I hate to see you go, but you know. Have you decided how you want to go out yet, or have they given you the official word?
No official word yet. I'm still waiting.
No, you might be able to get in with a preference.
Single
How
combat.
you want to die? Single? That's not an option. And even if it was, who would you fight?
I don't know. I'd rather just go out on my feet. Without them dangling.
Get you a firing squad. They got these new things coming down from Tick Freak. You know, guns. Yeah,
Muskets?
I mean, they call them all sorts. Like, there's a couple different kinds or whatever. But like generally we call them guns. So, you know, we might get some of those here, and some arrows. Keep it fancy. You know.
See, that's a bit of a problem. Still messy though.
I mean, have you had to clean up a beheading? Because I've had to clean up 3, and let me tell you something. You definitely leave 2 hours after your shit's over, after a beheading, because it just makes a mess.
I mean,
Please don't get a beheading.
no, I'm definitely not getting
I think I have to
beheading.
clean on your execution day. All right, great. And also, there's the aforementioned shitting yourself.
Yeah, that's the rough part.
And the camera zooms back to A day. It shows you.
I would like to nominate Hannibal as best NPC season 1. Just when we do the awards.
Noted.
So, go ahead. Have
So,
we
yeah,
made it?
you have started to make it towards the slums, and you do see, as mentioned, a mass of people just in the middle of this, like, it's not a mud road, but the road is clearly of lesser, it's been less maintained than the roads of the fighter districts of Nerve. And you see this whole, like, massive Goliath woman just above the masses, laying her big meaty hands on people's shoulders, and there is just vibrantly a vibrant golden and green light, and you see people jumping up and down, feeling much better.
Well, that's not going to be hard to track that one, huh?
No, I wouldn't think so. So, I don't suppose that you have any experience in the art of the assassin is such a cruel word, but it's so accurate.
You'd be surprised by what I've done in the past. I don't know how I feel about killing someone whose crimes total out to be helping the disenfranchised and healing the sick, however.
I'm not sure how I feel either about it. If you have another suggestion, I would be very open to hearing it.
Let's start with this. Excuse me, Abigail.
Or we could just jump right in, not looking. That's fine. That makes a lot of sense.
You see that she doesn't react because so many other people are calling her name.
Looks like that didn't work. Let's talk about doing something else.
Like?
It would help to get her alone. And I don't have most of my methods of execution with me. So I suppose we're down to this. I assume I still have the ring on, by the way.
Yes.
Okay.
Shosha, we can't kill this woman.
I know. But how are we going to get Yenna?
Well, by looks of it, does she strike me as a fighter at all?
You do see a sword at her side.
I mean, if her options are fight us or help someone in need, perhaps she can be swayed.
I would prefer not to trust any strangers, regardless of how charitable they may be.
I have bad news for you, but we are surrounded by strangers.
Which is why I choose not to trust any of them.
Oh dear.
There are 3 people in this country whom I trust, assuming that Arabella has not yet left the borders.
And one of them is going to be put to the noose if we spend too much time deliberating.
Well, if you have a quick option that does not involve alienating our one useful contact in this city and getting us thrown out on our tails, I would love to hear it.
We could try and make a new contact in the city.
A day.
Shosha,
Do you still have your map?
No, I do not.
Nor do I, it seems. So I would say that alienating my lady would not exactly be helpful in our overall cause here. And after all, I don't believe that Arabella or Yenna would thank us for losing that.
I don't know if it's obvious, but I'm much more of an ask for forgiveness rather than permission type of person.
Oh, you're not subtle.
That's
I
the
noticed.
All right.
Why don't we go find out more about this woman? And charming as you are, perhaps I can do the talking?
No, rich girl. No one here will talk to you.
Hmm. And you look so impoverished yourself right now.
Oh, you don't forget what it's like to be broke, Shosha. It doesn't go away. Remember my speech about knowing how to speak people's language?
Distinctly. Although, if I recall, you and Yenna were both bleeding when you gave it.
That was a good time. I think my best speeches come when I'm bleeding. Don't know what that says about me.
That you don't bleed often enough?
Cute. I will try. I want to find like a teenaged person.
Okay.
I have a passive investigation of 21, if that helps.
Yeah, no, you find kid just walking about, sees you looking at him, and he goes, "What are you looking at?"
I wanted to ask you a question, real quick. It comes with money.
How much money?
Depends on how long you answer my questions.
Not into any weird stuff, right, man?
No.
Okay. And then he just walks on over. Hey.
I wanted you to tell me about Abigail.
Oh, she's big, man.
Yes, that is for sure. She is quite tall.
Right. Really good healer, right? Like Dale's grandma was like real bad, like in a real bad way. And Abigail just put some hands on her. And like he's okay now. So that's pretty right?
Yeah, it's miraculous. Do you know where she came from? Have you ever spoken to her yourself?
No, she's I didn't ask where she was from. She said she was just passing here from Barenhold, so like she's over in the northwest, dude. But she's pretty cool. She's been real kind to everybody. You know, she makes a mean stew. She made dinner for she made food for the town. You know.
That's I heard that she was quite generous. Yes. Interesting. I appreciate the information.
Yeah, no problem. So, I was told there's going to be gold.
Technically, I said money, and then you didn't get paid before you gave me information. So, take the lesson as your payment, and I'll pat him on the back.
Oh, dude, you suck! Like he walks up. You just see him walking to a couple of his friends, and they're like pointing at you and giving you obscure gestures, like in their vein. This means like something real bad, and they're all doing it.
So it sounds like she just blew in from out of nowhere, which is suspicious.
I wonder if she might mind going back to nowhere.
She also heals by touch, which sounds like the person we're trying to get out of execution at the moment.
Has Yuna ever healed any of us?
You've used healing hands on Arabella before.
Yes.
Yep.
Don't think
Yeah,
Shosha was
both.
there for that. Um,
Also, you were unconscious
Well.
when I tried to do lay on hands on you. Technically dead.
oh, that's right. Me. I was dead. Yes. Hi. I'm no longer. Or maybe I am. Who knows?
So what are y'all
Well-
doing?
I say that we have a conversation with her. She has to run out of steam sometime or another if she's magically healing people, and then we'll see if we can't.
I mean, I could mentally contact her and tell her that we would like to speak to her.
Do you think that she likely knows much about my contact if we were sent to take care of her? It doesn't escape me that. Well, actually, I don't know about me, but we haven't seen any other Earth Genasis, have we? You are rather obviously not from here.
You don't
And-
say.
My face isn't the most common. Gwen is almost as smart as I am. And Claude seemed interesting. So,
I don't know how many times you've been betrayed before, but what I can tell you is in addition to being smarter than I'd be willing to admit, your friend is not a big fan of anyone but you, and even that seems like it is tenuous at best. If I had to choose someone to ally myself with, it would be someone with a proven moral foreground rather than someone with more influence.
you have a point. I say we just have a conversation with her. See what it wouldn't take to have her take an extended leave of absence from Nerve. Go find the
that's-
impoverished and disenfranchised in other cities and help them.
I think that's a good start. And I will use my helm of telepathy and just sort of like mentally tap on her shoulder.
On Abigail?
Yeah.
You see she stands up straight, and the huddled masses kind of like step back from her as she puts her hand on her sword and looks and sees you.
If you had a second, we wanted to talk.
You see she kneels back down and finishes healing someone, eyes never leaving yours, and the mass is going, Abigail, are you okay? Are you all right? And they're kind of taking a protective formation around Abigail, and Abigail puts her hands up and she goes, she kneels down. She gives one of the kids a kiss. Whatever happens next is the will of the Wild Mother. She gets up and makes her way to the both of you. It's not often that my assassins are so courteous as to introduce themselves.
Are you speaking about us?
All right, then we'll do this. And she goes, it's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Abigail.
I will walk forward and extend my hand toward her. How tall is she? Is she taller than a day?
Yes.
Lovely.
So at least 6'3".
She is 7'2".
Cool. I'm 5'5" exactly. Sorry, 5 foot exactly. Harper's 5'5". I am 5 feet tall. I'll extend my hand basically straight upward and say, "My name is Shosha. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance."
Pleasure is all mine.
My name is Ade.
It's a pleasure, Ade. So have you come to support our efforts in keeping the lower district areas fed and supported?
We came for a conversation.
A conversation about helping the lower districts?
In a way.
So is it really a requirement that I join you in a dark alley before you spring this attack?
Oh, it doesn't need to be dark.
Very well. If I might arm myself.
Oh, please feel free.
And she takes out her sword. Takes a deep sigh and then puts her shield up. Clangs the shield on the sword. And gets into a defensive fighting position. Takes a deep breath.
You seem tired of this.
I have no interest in ending your lives. But in the defense of my own, I have no qualms about doing it. I just would rather not.
How much are you defending your own if you're the reason assassins walk the streets?
Assassins walk the streets because I dare tell people what is true. What is known and has been kept from them. A very simple truth. Everyone that breathes has freedom, and if you have freedom, then you have strength. They don't have to live like this. They don't have to accept what they have decided these people are worth.
So you plan to nourished and storm the government buildings?
No. I intend to feed the hungry, to heal the sick, and to be a blessing in these people's lives and to give them back their strength. What they choose to do with that strength is entirely up to them.
Abigail, do you truly believe that we're all free?
Yes.
Are you?
Yes.
So you feel able and capable to make the choice to walk away?
If that were my choice, then yes. But
can you make that choice? Are you capable?
I am quite capable of making that choice. But
then what stops you?
Because I choose not to. Because there are still people here that need help that I can provide.
Will there ever not be?
Sure.
When?
When people like the person that sent you here to talk to me decide it's more fun to share, then they'll be free of people like me.
That sounds a long way off.
And somehow the onus is on me to move.
I
Um,
would like to extend my hands like this
Mm-hmm.
and then say, if I might help us see eye to eye, and cast levitate on myself until I'm at eye level with her.
Okay.
I do not threaten. It's not in my nature. I merely am sharing the information that we were not sent to talk to you, but we came bearing a conversation. My friend is in a terrible situation right now, one that is more immediate and painful than what any individual in a 10-mile radius of us might be experiencing. Because I don't know where she is, I don't know what's being done to her, and I can't help her without my other friend. And the only way that I can do that is if you are no longer in this city. And my friends are all meant for higher purpose than I am, I can tell. So I would not have you stand in the way of two of my friends' lives.
The truly maddening thing is that you and I have the same enemy, and you don't see it. Someone is keeping your friend from you, and that is not me. In fact, I want to help your friend. Yeah, if they're in trouble, then it is my responsibility to help them. But this choice that you've been given is one that you accept. And that is exactly what my word is trying to teach people. You are free. There is no choice of one friend or another, or your friend or my life. That is a choice that someone put in front of you and you accept it, but you are free. Killing
Well,
me gets you nothing except what you were owed in the first place, which is your friend.
my friend held me dead in her arms, and I haven't been able to speak with her since. And I need to let her know that I'm okay.
And here you are standing talking to me.
Yes.
I can do nothing for you. What's a day thinking during this? What's a day doing?
A day is looking at the spectral image of Sakari and thinking how this woman sounds like Sakari. And he will say, I've met people like you before. I've helped more than I could ever repay by people. Person I knew like you in her sleep. And I always thought that was unfair.
Sounds like your friend was granted a measure of peace to come home. Not all of us are so lucky.
Well, we an unfortunate impasse.
Do you know where your friend is being held?
No.
Can I try and search for Yenna's aura?
Yeah. Go ahead and roll a wisdom check.
Oh boy, -1. It's going to be a 4 there, boss.
Nothing.
That is, sort of the rub. She's being held for execution. Do you know where they would keep someone like...
Yeah, I have an idea. Go to... I need you to go to Davenport's. It is a pub in the Market District. I need you to go to the bartender standing in front of the second stool. You're going to order a tall tale. He's going to ask you a question. The answer to that question is the God's Small Mercy. It's a sorrowful songbird song. Now, Shosha, you can see the meaning of my words. You think that my death is the only way to buy your friend's freedom? I'll tell you what I tell them, what they want me dead for saying. And it's quite ridiculous because it is the truth of all things. Power, freedom, it's always come from the same place. You'll see it. Now, if you're not going to kill me, and she puts her long sword up, puts her shield.
Well, as noble as your intentions are, we're not actually all free.
Not until you choose to be.
I signed away my life a long time ago. I don't anticipate getting it back, nor would I choose to. Were that a choice in my power, which it is not.
She just kind of walks by you and puts a hand on your shoulder, and it's just like a cartoonishly big hand. She just goes, "No, you've just already made your choice." She just keeps walking. But if it makes you feel better, so did I. And it took me a while to realize it too.
Abigail,
Yes.
I don't think I could kill you if I tried to.
I think you both would have made for a fun afternoon. She keeps walking.
Well, I wasn't anticipating visiting a tavern tonight, but all right, sure.
I mean, I could certainly use a drink. That would be fantastic.
Oh, are you going to pay
honestly.
in another lesson?
It's been a while since I was broke.
What's Healy been doing through all of this? Is she just chilling?
It's been circling your neck
Okay.
playfully.
What did you mean when you said you signed your life away?
Well, there are certain decisions that I made because of the life that lies before me. And I weighed my life against the lives of every one of the people that I'm meant to protect. And it's far less valuable. So I made choices that led to my being here, and as long as I don't mess it up too badly, I will be here for quite a long time in order to continue protecting them.
You know that woman that scowled at you?
Yes, I assume she's still here.
She goes with faces. She once told me that you can't win a few shields. And that is why we each carry one. A shield is not for you, it's for who you're fighting with. And if everyone thinks that way, and fights that way, and acts that way, then everyone does have a shield. Arabella told me that we're not supposed to lead each other. We're supposed to walk forward together. It's as valuable as the ones you protect.
Well,
I find it makes protecting.
like I said, my life's not mine anymore. That much was made clear to me today.
A day will just extend his arm out to Shersha and walk toward the tavern.
Alright. As you
Um,
all. Oh, go ahead.
A day.
Hmm.
What do you think happens when we die? Generally speaking, not you or I.
That's it. And you live on through the stories people tell about you and the mark that you've left on the world.
With that, the camera's gonna zoom out and back into the familiar cold prison. And there's a shift change. You know that Hannibal is gone for the evening, yet footsteps come. You see Hannibal.
I thought your shift was done.
Ah, working a double. How you doing? Still thinking about the whole thing?
Eh, I think I'll leave it dealer's choice. Maybe it would add a little bit of interest.
Not bad, not bad. Hey, I got a question. You're one of those hero types, right?
So I've been told.
Like you've done all sorts of like fighting monsters and all that kind of stuff. I mean, that's a mean sword you got there.
Haven't really had much cause to swing it lately.
I mean, not a lot of room in there for that.
You'd be surprised.
So like, what's your big hero thing? Like, what's your claim to fame?
To be honest, I'm actually a noble.
Oh, so you're rich.
Not really. My father
I
remarried.
thought that was,
She's squandering everything. Predictably.
yeah, well, what are you gonna do, alright?
It is what it is.
So, any word on your god yet?
Oh my god. I don't really. Palar's alright, I guess. I don't really serve a god, though. I serve a promise.
No, any word from your promise yet?
I'm going to listen.
Roll a religion check.
I'm gonna feel so bad at this. It's the whole reason why I'm dealing with this guy right now. It's a 19.
So you listen and you hear Yariel's voice in the distance as though something is suppressing it.
I'd like to, like, can I focus on that voice and try to zone in on it?
Yeah. Roll me a perception check. No, I'll say a perception check.
Perception?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, I don't have very good prescription, but okay. That's a 9. It's not good.
It's really being smothered. You've never heard Yariel like this, but it's.
Interesting. Can I do another, like, just quick read on Hannibal? Like, him coming back is a little suspicious.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god, I'm gonna do an insight check. 25. Natural 19.
So something very interesting. You notice something very interesting about Hannibal, which is that the light can't catch his shadow.
You're fascinating, you know that, friend?
I was thinking the same about you.
Your shadow likes to hide, doesn't it?
Okay, what gave it away?
You choose your words very carefully. But at the talk of hell, come on, bit on the nose.
Well, Gloria got to do her sales pitch. Figure you might want to hear another one.
On behalf of who?
Mummy Dearest. Lilith, you can call her.
I think there was a reason why the creatures of the night were barred from the plane. Her children, you could say.
But we get things done. Like, right. See, for example, I have one of these, and he pulls out a tiny, it looks like solidified drop of water. And inside, you can see Arabelle tied up, or chained up. Now this is solidified bad end. This is things not going your way. Trust me, it was not easy to get this. He just puts it down. We pop that bad boy open and, well, your friends are gonna need to move a little bit faster. Or, you take a listen to my pitch. Maybe you like what you hear. If you like what you hear, I'll put this right back where it belongs. What do you say? Would you like to meet my mother? Did you say anything?
Hannibal.
Yes.
Your offer is tempting. But unfortunately, I've already made my promise.
Ah, boo yuck. What has she even done? What has anybody here even done for you? You're still in this hole. Your two friends are walking around like chickens with their heads cut off. Bok, bok.
Can I use Divine Sense real quick just to do a quick confirmation?
Yeah.
Hey, listen, this is a new character. I completely forgot about Divine Sense. I could have saved us about 20 minutes of roleplay here.
Yeah, it's a celestial.
Celestial.
Yes.
Interesting. There is a fight that's coming.
We already know.
She does too.
And if Gloria survives, if this plane survives, then the one leading the charge is the one that gets to decide how things go for the next few ages. And why should we lead with the light again? You have so many rules.
And you don't?
Yeah, but our rules are more rubbery. a stretch.
The problem is that if Gloria dies, the world dies.
And who told you that? An impartial third party, I'm sure.
And what happens if I say no and Lilith awakes?
If you say no, then I am going to pop this tier of potential and it will become a reality. And then you have to live in that reality.
See, that's not really giving someone a choice, you know?
Stretch.
That's not really a good bargain, is when you have someone bent over the table.
Well, I mean, it depends on what happens next at the table. But I digress. Look, all I'm saying is this. Doing things for your current handler, it's not really getting you anywhere. You're in a cube. The rest of your friends are off having their merry adventures. And you, the one closest to gods, are in time out. That's just so sad. Blah.
I'm sorry.
I think it's time for you to have a little fun, don't you?
I wish.
Well, I'm not a genie, but I can try.
No!
And
Fuck!
you see the door opens and the waking corpse in your hand. And then Hannibal goes, "Oh no, I've been attacked." And you hear footsteps starting to come down the hall.
I didn't mean it.
And that is where we're going to end tonight's session.
Fuck. Fuck.
I said the wrong word!
Oh no.
I said the longest words ever.
Fucking Areno, fam.
Oh my god.
Oof.
Oh, we're so screwed.
So I'm changing my paladin
Dude.
subclass, right?
What are you talking about?
Oh boy.
I just. Are you kidding me, Noir?
What?
Are you kidding? A fucking tier of potential? You're making my cat upset.
So hey everybody, that was today's episode. That's
boy.
that's what
Yenna
that
made
was.
a wish, everybody. Yenna didn't actually want to make a wish. That was not really
Man.
willing. That was just mixing words around.
Well, if nobody cast the wish spell, he's just fucking with you now.
Oh, he is, isn't he? Fuck. Ah!
Oh no!
Yeah, Yenna
wounded.
said essentially chat for it. Yeah, for anyone to chat. Essentially, what happened is Yenna said something, and then I wish, and Hannibal's response was, "Well, I'm not a genie, but I'll see what I can do." And those aren't going to hear from an extraplanar entity. That's not good.
No.
That's not good. So,
I am.
oof.
Really, Noir? A tier of potential?
Yeah, well, what's up?
Yes, Bo is correct that interpretation is stretchy, rubbery, even.
Uh-huh. Man, what is it with Anita's characters and making pacts with extraplanar entities?
I don't know,
Just
I got
can't
a brand.
stop them.
Extra loopy.
Bless.
Oh, hey everybody, I've been your GM today. I truly hope that we all had a fun time today. I look forward to seeing you all next Monday. You can find me on Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok as The Noir Enigma. But now let's get to the most important part of the show, which is my lovely, amazing cast. And we're going to start in reverse order this time. So we're starting with the beautiful Anita.
Boo. Hi, everyone. I'm Anita, or Panita, or Critical Misses, and I've made a terrible mistake. You can find me here, crying. Alright, everybody, I'll throw it over to D.
Okay. I'm D. Hi, I'm D. I am a voice actor, streamer, musician, professional GM, Game Masters Guild, as well as Magpie for their curated play program. I also play Julian in Woodsy Studios. There's a visual novel available on Steam if you want to romance me as a very uppity vampire. Mondays, you can catch me here for the next riveting episode of KingsGuard, which won't be nerve-wracking whatsoever. Interacting with more of Noirs and who I love all of them. Don't tell me to pick a favorite. On Tuesdays, you can find me over on my channel where I stream random things. I can tell you right now by how tired I am currently that I probably tomorrow. But Wednesdays, you can catch me back here on the Critical Misses channel for Under the Pale Cold Sun, a Vampire the Edition Chronicle that I GM for some lovely people. On Thursdays, I do something on Thursdays. Thursdays, we have the impressive esports team in all of entertainment, the Dub. We always win. We've never lost a single round of any game.
Not never.
Don't check. I just told you what's going to happen.
Define losing.
Fridays, you can catch me over on the where I DM Tales from the Amazing Ages, a Masks the New Generation that is going fantastic. You're not going to want to miss the next episode. Saturdays, I sleep occasionally. As you can catch me over on Chaotic Pod for Hidden Magics, where I play Odias. That's been revealed on screen. The Aberrant Mind Sorcerer. And then outside of that, catch me on Twitter, fucking around, probably thirsting on cute people. That's me.
Harper.
And last but not least...
Hi, I'm Harper. I am a podcaster, streamer, general TTRPG nerd about the internet. I'm containing the shrieks right now. It's great. I'm happy. I love this show. I love noir. Everything is calm and great, and I feel fine. You can find me on the social medias as Harpersona or Harpersona Games on Twitter because Harpersona was banned. On Mondays and Fridays, you can find me here on the Critical Misses channel on Mondays for KingsGuard. Yay. And on Fridays for System Crash, where we play in a variety of different systems. On Thursdays, Saturdays, and Sundays, you can find me on the Chaotic Pod Twitch channel. Thursdays and Saturdays playing a variety of video games with a variety of people, and on Sundays for Hidden Magics, where I am the DM, and I've almost called Dee's character Odias a lot, so I'm glad that's revealed now. That's it. That's me. I'm passing it back to Noir, whom I love.
Y'all, so one of my favorite things about wrapping up this show is afterwards I can catch up on the Discord chat because I don't have a lot of time to check out the messages other than checking in to make sure that nobody's played a safety card. And without fail, at some point in the show, Harper will have yelled at me for like 10 minutes.
It's in the Zoom chat today.
I don't think there has been a single week where you have not threatened to fly down to Chicago. I love this game. I love this cast. And I love telling this story. Thank you all very much for joining us. And I hope that you're excited to see what happens next, because I'm excited to see with you. But that's it. I still need to think of an outro.
All right, everybody.
Gay.
Also, Darby's usually here. We love
Yes.
you, Darby.
We love one whole Darby.
We love an entire Darby.
She's not listening right now, so we can say nice things about her.
Darby is a fantastic
Darby's cute,
singer and like
does a bunch of
ukulele
shit.
player.
Follow her on Twitter.
She's amazing.
Ooh.
She's at Derrypack on Twitter, where it's her real human name, but she's just a possum in a skin suit.
We love this possum in a skin suit. We love one possum in one skin suit.
Hey, that's the thing she says.
Okay, everybody. We'll talk to you later. Bye.
Or are we rating?
All right.
Oh, are we rating? Who's online?
Yeah, we should rate somebody.
Yeah, we should do that.
Let's go ahead and rate TPK.
TPK roleplay.
Mm.
We are going on a raid to TPK roleplay. We are going to go say hi over there. Thank you all for stopping by and listening, watching to us play this game. That was English words. I'm really tired. All right, everybody. Bye.
Bye.